Hey guys, Digi here. Today we're going to be talking about my middle school kind of experience. So yeah, I'm just going to hop right into it. So this is all my insecurities that I have, or a lot of them anyway, they stem from this kind of one moment. I guess it's not this moment, but so in fifth grade there were two classes, 5A and 5B, right? And my best friend Jake was in 5B and I was in 5A. But every Friday, we'd all gather around the Promethean board in 5A. Like 5A and 5B would walk in there. We'd watch the Friday CNN 10 episode after the Pledge of Allegiance, right? And this one episode in particular, towards the beginning of spring break, this one episode in particular, the teachers were all worried about. They were like talking in hushed whispers in the back. Like I don't know what they were saying, but they looked kind of worried. And I leaned over to Jake and I said, like, this looks just like the flu. Like this random virus in China. This looks just like the flu. Dude, like, why is everybody being so dramatic? Like, we're fine. Like, chill. It only affects, like, old people. Chill. Next week, we're on spring break, and 4 years later, I'm on spring break. So, that's fun. So, basically, after that, I continued the rest of my fifth grade through, I just called my teacher and worked on some Google Slides, right? And then afterward, for my sixth grade year, the school ran its own online like thing, and it was pretty nice, I guess. It was kind of slow. The website was slow, but that makes sense because it's their first time doing it, right? So I did that for sixth grade. I it was actually not that bad. Besides the fact that I didn't talk to Jake that much, but so I was in honors English, and we would always like get on Google Meets, and it was pretty cool. That class, the work was kind of tough because we had to do like NHD or something, and I did a project on like the Enigma machine, and you had to like make a website, and I guess I wasn't really understanding the concept, but the teacher was kind of strict. Whatever. But I made some good friends. A lot of them were girls. I noticed that as I've gotten older, by the way, less and less of my friends were chicks. Like in elementary school, I like out of close friends. I mean, I had like three girl friends, and like two dude friends, right? But now my close friend group is just three guys. You know. So anyway, so that's fun. Um, and then after that, the school kind of disbanded the online school. So my mom wasn't comfortable with me going back into the school system. And I had just finished the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books, so I wasn't a big fan of going back in middle school. You know, I thought I was gonna get bullied, whatever. Um, so then I went we went to this other online school. Um, so and that's the school I'm still in. I'm going into my 10th grade year now. Uh, but so this is all well and good because me and my little brother, we do really good in online school because we can work at our own pace, right? Um, which is pretty nice. Cause like if I'm having a bad day, I can wake up at like whenever I wake up, but then get school done by 7. Like if I'm having a really bad day, like I just don't want to do school, right? Whatever. But if I'm having a good day, I can get stuff. I can get everything knocked out by 1, even though I woke up at like 10:30. You know. So it's pretty nice. I have a pretty good system. It gets kind of lonely sometimes, but yeah. But the bad thing is I didn't talk to another I barely talked to another kid my age in person until 7th grade. In 7th grade, I believe it was in December, was Jake's birthday party, and it was at an ice skating rink, and he he and a couple other people that I didn't know were there, but mainly there was him and a person that we were kind of close with. He was kind of in my friend group in elementary school, but his name was Patrick, and we used to be like super duper close, right? Like that kind of thing. But I go ice skating, and Patrick is kind of just giving me a death stare. Like I don't know, like he's not really talked to me. Like I kind of smile at him, and he was like, right. Like my dad even said hi to him when he was picking me up, and Patrick kind of just looked over and was like, yeah, you know. So yeah, that kind of started off my like insecurity, I guess. But I was super awkward because of not talking to anybody pretty much for my the last half of my the last like quarter of my sixth grade year, the first semester of my seventh grade year, and the sixth grade year. So like that wasn't great. And like I don't know. I I don't know. So yeah. So I'll bring up this incident late in later videos, but moving on. In eighth grade, I started to talk with Jake more, and he introduced me to my other two close friends, Hayden and Caden, and they're super good guys. Hayden, so Patrick was old for our grade. He had one of those July birthdays where you could either be he joined in kindergarten, so he could have been either like a really old kindergartner or a really young first grader, and so he chose kindergarten, right? But then Hayden was like that, except he was a year younger than us. So he could have either been the youngest in our grade or the oldest in the grade below us, and he chose the oldest in the grade below us. So that's Hayden, and then Caden is in ninth grade, or going into 10th grade, like our grade, right? Which is pretty fun. So in fifth grade, we used to do band, right? Which kind of got canceled the year of COVID, right? But then in sixth grade, we did online band as well as like the hybrid and in-person kids. They did band as well, which that was all right. Um, yeah, like it was kind of laggy, whatever. And so I didn't pick up the clarinet for a while. Jake did saxophone, Hayden does trombone or trumpet, and Caden does trombone. Right, so that's nice. I also have a bunch of extracurriculars, but I'll get into that in a later video. But anyway, I just I feel less developed than everybody else I talk to. I'm in a robotics club. I'll get into that later, but all the kids there seem more grown up than me, and I feel like the odd one out. I also feel like the odd one out in my friend group. Like, for example, I cannot talk to service workers, like, not service workers, but like restaurant people, cashiers, whatever. I cannot. Like, it's a no. Like, the other day we went to a B-Dubs after we worked out at the Y. Me and Jake couldn't come, so it was me and Hayden and Caden. And I forgot to tip because I'd never paid in cash before at like a genuine like restaurant, and so I forgot to tip, and so I I this other waiter came over. And I said, "Hey, I forgot to tip, so can I?" And I handed him a $5 bill. I'm not sure if he gave it to the waitress that served us, but yeah. But it was just a super awkward thing, and yeah. But that's fun. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I'm less developed than the other kids. So yeah. But yeah, I'll get into that in a different episode. But for now, it's been Digi, and yeah, it's been good to have you. Thanks for listening to my rant, and yeah, see you guys.